moving on to theme number 2. Are you ready for this? Oh my goodness. It is Friday with Friends. And you know that every Friday we either interview like a guest designer, or we will interview one of our employees here, one of our team members here at my girlfriend's Quilt shop. And oftentimes we will interview one of you. And today is one of those days. And usually I'm having to do it through like a Zoom chat or something. But today I have someone very special with me in the studio. And that is Miss Colleen Beese. Is it Beese?
Beese.
Beese. Okay.
Beese.
I should have checked that out beforehand.
All right.
Here we go. Come on over.
Oh, I'm opposite.
Here we go. I know it's weird. You know
It
how
is.
when we always say it's opposite, now you
Yes,
know.
now I know.
Now you know. So this is Colleen Beese.
Yeah.
And so a lot of you probably recognize the name. You've seen things. Come over a little closer. Okay. There we go. Okay. I know the screen is very dirty, but
That's right.
we actually have the clearest skin imaginable.
Yes. And disclaimer.
What's that?
TV you gain 10 pounds. Well, I'm really a size 2. Blue-eyed blonde. Disclaimer.
Blue-eyed blonde.
There I am.
Size 2. Ta-da! Here we go. I love it. I know it's always a scary thing when My recommendation is you cannot go back and rewatch because it will drive you crazy.
That's all right.
Okay.
Drive myself crazy anyways.
But you definitely need to come back and watch or read the comments, because everyone will be so kind and so nice, and it's really, really so sweet. So all right. So welcome, Colleen. Thank you all for welcoming her.
Yes,
and
thank you.
Are you nervous today?
Yes, I'm very nervous.
No need to be nervous.
Yes. But they're all girlfriends.
Exactly. And a few guy friends.
And a few guy friends. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Where's Larry?
Yeah, he's on there.
Oh, hi, Larry.
He's
our staple man.
Yes, he is. Yes, he is. We can always count on him.
He has his harem.
That's right. So, Colleen, tell us, first of all, why are you here? Like, what brought you through Utah?
We're taking a 19-day trip with our grandson, Matt. We started off, I live in Madera, California, which is the center of California.
And it's hot.
It's very hot there.
It's hot.
Very hot.
Mm-hmm.
And we wanted to take a trip. And so we started we made as far as Winnemucca. And we spent the night there. Then we went to Homedale, Idaho. Our grandson and our daughter followed us the next day. And then Monday, they all went fly fishing. I stayed back, read a book.
Yeah.
Watched 3 at 3 all by myself under the tree. It was so nice by the river. And so they did their fly fishing. Then Katrina went back home.
Mm-hmm.
And Matt's going the rest of the way with us. So he stopped and saw our goddaughter in Jerome.
Mm-hmm.
And now we're here in Logan. And I visited my girlfriend's quilt shop yesterday. Over
so
2 hours
nice.
And 4 bags. Yes.
You did a little bit of damage, not too
it
much.
Was so much fun.
There we go.
Yes,
right?
Yes, I was
Here's
so
a picture that she sent to me. I was so excited to see that.
I loved it. It was just that you go in there and it's just, you just want to touch everything.
Yeah.
So anyways,
definitely.
We had a great, and there was different rooms, and we watched 3 at 3 together over there. So that was a lot of fun.
That's too funny.
Yeah. So we did that together. And we're staying in a little RV park out of town.
Mm-hmm.
Our grandson and my husband got this morning, not fly fishing, just he was wanting bass, but he didn't get any today.
Mm-hmm.
So we're hoping to go again tonight. And then, but today I was blessed enough to be here.
Yes.
With friends. And
yes.
You people are in for a treat.
Oh.
And if you ever come to Utah, do not miss this place.
Oh.
Do not. It's
Thank
just
you.
to die for. Yes.
It's been so much fun.
It's
been fun getting to know you a little bit better this afternoon.
Yeah,
I mean,
we've had a blast.
This is a real gem right here for sure. Karen says, dreamy, dreamy, dreamy.
Oh, yes. Yes. You just touch the fabric and they have it displayed so nice. And, I don't dare go back.
Pamela wants to know if we're shipping the rest.
Actually, I think I have 3 weeks of stuff in the warehouse to pick up that I've ordered through the weeks.
But
And
you said, hold this.
Yeah, just hold it.
Just hold it. And,
Yeah.
and I'll pick it up when I come
I can
in.
touch it all the way
Home.
So I'm very excited. I'm very excited.
I love that.
Because then we're going to go on down. We got a couple more spots in Utah, and then we're going to go down and see Hoover Dam,
Nice.
Grand Canyon, and then we'll swing through
yes.
Vegas and then back home, up home about 19 days.
About 19 days.
Mhm.
Wow.
Yes, we're very excited.
And so what?
Our daughter's not happy.
Yeah. Because you have her son.
Yes, I do.
She should be thrilled.
Yeah. She did say that there's no crumbs on the counter.
Yeah.
And she knows where the remote is.
Mhm. There you go.
And she goes past his bedroom and she says, it doesn't change, Mom. And I said, yeah.
Oh, I know.
I know the feeling.
You know the feeling,
Yeah.
don't you?
So I sent her a picture today of his lunch mess.
Oh, so does that make you feel better?
Yeah, I said, does this make you feel better?
How old is he?
He's 14. He'll be 15 in just a few weeks.
Isn't that the best age?
I've loved all their ages.
Yeah.
I have grandkids. They just, if you don't have them.
Oh, you just love those grandkids,
yes.
huh?
You know, and you love your kids and you just think there can't be anything better. And then your grandkids come.
Yeah.
And they are the most precious gift. Thank you, Katrina. Thank you, Jeremy, for giving you the most precious two gifts I've ever had in my life.
I love that.
Yes.
I think you sound like an amazing grandma because I mean you have a very close relationship with those kids.
Oh yes,
don't you?
Yes, I love to. I make probably 50% of what I do is for them. I've made them each wall hanging.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you can hang on those little hangers for each month. Of
for
the year.
Each of them. Oh, how sweet.
For each of them. And then I've done the Need a Good Design welcome sign where you pull off and you put on the different months. I've done that. I make Bailey shirts. But what started this, because I did not like sewing, as I told you. And if you're Kim, if you're out there, thank you. When Matt was about 10, I decided I wanted to make a t-shirt quilt. From onesies up to about 10 years old.
That's no small feat for a first quilt.
And I didn't own an iron. I didn't own a Sony. I did not own a sewing tool. I did have a 301 Singer sew machine straight stitch. And I went to my cousin Kim's and bless her heart, she took me under her wing and she's a fabulous quilter, seamstress, you name it.
In fact, I think I've got a picture of her here. Let me see if I can find that.
I think that was on our, I'm not sure if that was on our sister's trip.
That's not that one. Yeah. Let's see.
That's her right there.
There we go.
There she
is.
This
is your cousin.
Yes.
All right.
And we're coming to tug together.
Yay!
We're very excited. And she took me under her wing and took me about a year and a half because I was so scared to do anything without her. So I had to travel to her home in Modesto, which is about a little over an hour from the house.
Okay.
And I would spend 2 or 3 days, then come home and then go back. And March of 2015, I gave it to our grandson. And it wasn't a birthday or anything. It was finished. And here you are, Matt.
A year and a half later.
Year and a half later.
Okay.
Yeah,
which is just fine.
Yes, it was. It just because I didn't want to rush it.
Yeah.
I wanted it right. And it was at first I wanted for Christmas. And then I thought Valentine's Day. Well, it was March and it was just, here it is.
Here it is.
So yeah, so I was very happy with that. And it turned out, I think, very nice. He still has it. He has a a little area in one of the rooms that my daughter, they cohabit her part office and then his little gaming area, and he has it on his chair.
Oh, and I love you shared with me earlier the reason why you wanted to make him a t-shirt quilt was because when you would travel, you would bring him home a t-shirt from every place you went to. And that started from when he was a baby. So you had onesies in there.
Yep.
And then how many years?
He was between 9 and 10, I believe. Well, 2015 is when I gave it to him, and he was born in 2006.
Okay.
So that's
about 9 years, 10 years of
and then,
collecting these t-shirts.
Right. And then I took them up to her and we just laid them out. And and then we decided on the ones, and we just started cutting. And it was really rough with some of them, the onesies, and they were different sizes. So it wasn't a square t-shirt.
Right.
I'm going to say something bad there. T-shirt quilt. Yeah, because usually they're all, they're teenagers and they're from their high school years with, the different teams they've been on. But this wasn't like that. But it turned out really nice. I was really proud of it. And then I've made my granddaughter a frozen one. It was a frozen panel.
Okay.
But her t-shirt quilt shirt t-shirt quilt will come once I get the t-shirts
There
that
you go. In
her
fact,
mom's collected for me.
I know I've got a picture here of
Yeah,
that
there's
too.
our Bailey.
Let's
Bailey's
see.
right there.
Yeah, right here.
Yeah,
that's
there's
the
our
frozen
Bailey girl.
quilt.
Yeah.
That's so cute.
Yeah.
I love that quilt. I bet she loves it. I mean,
She
look at that
does.
smile on her face.
Yeah, she did get that for Christmas, I believe, if I remember correctly.
How fun.
And
So tell us a little bit. I'm going to bring up some pictures. Tell us a little bit about
Sure.
your family.
That's our my husband and our grandkids. That's our local quilt shop, Authorized Back and Sew in Fresno, and they have a gingerbread making day. And you bring your kids, grandkids, and you make gingerbread houses.
Fun.
And they got to take them home, so we went and spent the day doing that with them, took them to lunch. Had a very, very nice time.
I love that. And,
yes.
And here they are again.
Yeah, that's in our daughter's
pride and joy.
Yeah, that's in our daughter's backyard. And that was, I want to say, Mother's Day of this year.
Oh, beautiful children.
Thank
beautiful.
You. Very proud.
Yep,
Very
there they are. Yeah. Oh, so fun. Yes. And then, so your husband.
Yes.
Tell us a little bit about him, because I think this is very interesting what you guys do as a hobby.
Well, we have the ranch. It's about 18 acres, and we used to have the cattle, goats, chickens. He has 3 horses now, but we've started with 1, and then he had the colt, which that's Rusty, his colt, and then our son-in-law keeps his horse there. And that's my John Beasy. That is him. There's no pretense. That's the way he dresses. That's the way I met him. We've been married 45 years.
Wow.
Love the man to death, but there's an epitome of John. That's it.
That's it. So he will die in that cowboy hat, right?
With his boots
and spurs on.
Yes.
I love that.
And I hope so, doing something he loves, which is anything to do with horses.
Yes. I love that. How many horses do you have?
The 3. But one, like I said, one of them is our son-in-laws.
Okay. All right. And so now both of you are retired.
Yes.
But not, I mean, officially retired, but you're definitely not retired, because you do not sit.
No.
I mean, you have 3 horses. How many goats?
Now the goats we got rid of.
Oh, okay.
We did get rid of them. We had a lot of goats, but we did get rid of them. Was it a year or 2 years ago?
Okay.
Because we wanted to travel. So we did get rid of them. And then the cattle we downsized so we could travel too. So we've gotten down, but like I said, that happened in the past about year and a half that we got rid of everything.
Yeah.
And but that was so we could travel and make memories with our grandchildren.
Absolutely.
And so that's one of the things we had to give up. That was hard, because we've been at the ranch 30 years come August.
Wow.
So that was hard.
And you were telling me that that's where you raised your kids, and so I bet they're really hard workers.
Very hard workers. Very hard workers.
That's what happens.
Yes, they have. In fact, sometimes I look back and think I almost wish, because our son Jeremy has built his own business.
Wow.
He has 3 trucks, and he hauls heavy equipment in the valley for our farmers. But they're just very dedicated, hardworking, very devoted.
Is that what he does?
That's my baby boy.
Oh my goodness.
That's in front of the ranch.
Oh,
yes.
That's
one of his loads. He had stopped by.
Wow.
So sometimes if he's in the area, I'll tell him, homemade cookies, or I just need a hug, because there's I may go 2 weeks not seeing him. So I'll see sometimes he'll go one way and he'll honk. And I'll say, "You coming back this way? Mom needs a hug," and he'll come in, a hug, and out the gate he goes. Or if there's cookies,
sweet. Or if there's cookies.
If there's cookies, he'll stop by for cookies.
I love that. Yeah. I love that.
Yes.
So you stay very busy, and John is out on the ranch most of the day, right?
Most of the day.
And where are you?
In my sewing room, 6 to 8 hours a day.
Wow.
4 to 5 days a week, at least.
Wow.
Sometimes 6.
I think there's going to be a little bit of sewing time envy out there.
I know. And ladies, do it. I know you're working, and I remember, I think, I wish I was home. It will come. And, I'm sorry. And what I did was I started purchasing and getting all these projects and doing the big stuff and getting it out of the way. So I I am, although
Mhm.
I did spend a lot yesterday. But anyways, I do glean from my stash and have
Mhm.
the project. So,
Mhm.
and the virtual classes. So yes, it will come, ladies. It will come in your
Mhm.
time.
Mhm.
But you do need
Absolutely.
you do need to do your thing.
Yeah. Yeah. I totally agree with that.
Yes.
For sure. Let's take a look at, okay, so you shared this picture with me, and I want you to kind of talk me through this. Okay, what are we looking at here?
Okay, that is Kim's brother.
Okay.
That's my cousin Rick, and he made that quilt stand for me.
How
And
neat.
that is our brand in the center, and then of course the two horseshoes on the. Yes,
that is so special.
Very special. I was very surprised.
Oh my goodness. It was kind of like combining two things that you love.
And and then my cousin Kim made that for me for my 60th birthday.
How sweet.
And gifted that to me. So I have both my cousins right there. And my cousin Bobby, which is their brother, is staying at the ranch and caring for the ranch while we're gone.
Oh, wonderful.
Yes.
Oh my goodness.
Couldn't do it without my cousins.
Great family.
Yes.
Yeah, for
my cousins
sure.
Are wonderful.
For sure. So you love to sew with your granddaughter. Does your grandson sew as well?
He has come in there, but and watched, but yeah, it's not
so much.
He'd rather be out with Papa driving the tractor.
Oh yeah, fun.
And that's okay.
Oh yeah.
That's okay.
So let's take a look at this.
Yes,
what a doll.
Yeah, she made her bag. I love to make stuff for her and just send it home, bags, and she really does love it. You know, so I just made a little zip bag for her.
And here's
that's
another.
That's her wall hanging for June because it's her birthday
so
on June 30th.
Well, there you go.
So that's I love to do those things. I'm getting better, and they're getting bigger and a little bit more uniform. You know, I was kind of new to it, so
I think that's pretty impressive. You've got some other pouches.
I made that for her too. That was a real fun design.
I love that. So cute.
Yeah, I really had a lot of fun.
Love how that zipper goes through there. And then here's one that you did with cork.
Yes, and I made that one for myself. Actually, that's
good for you.
When we go to the beach and take our trailer over there, that's my beach bag.
So fun.
Yeah,
so
that was.
You do both sewing and embroidery.
Yes.
Is there one that you're drawn to more? Or
the embroidery. Anything in the hoop. I love in the hoop because I'm not a real good seamstress. I'm working on it.
Okay.
I'm getting better. The tabletopper, the cuties, Kimberbell cuties, that's really helping me because it has your piecing, it has your embroidery, it has your backing and, you know, to sandwich. And then, of course, your binding.
Got a picture of that right there.
Yes, that's the one
that you've been working on.
Yes, that I've been working on.
So cute.
And it's ready to be sandwiched, but the trip was coming and John, after, you know, it was 2 days and we're going to leave.
Yeah.
I had to come out of the sewing room and say, okay, let's pack and get ready. But that is, if you're trying and you do love the embroidery and you're trying to learn, I've found that this has really helped me with the piecing and the points and stuff. I'm getting better. You can tell some of the squares aren't perfect like my Kim's, but
no.
But you know what? I did it and I'm getting better. And it's such a fun tool. It's such a fun tool.
Well, there's always new things to try.
Yes. So I'll get better, but I do love anything in the hoop.
I love it.
And that's why, you know, of course I lean towards Kimberbell.
Yeah.
I was very happy when I found them.
Oh, definitely. And you've made quite a few projects from the events. Let me pull up a few of these.
Yes. Love the events.
So here we go. This is the kitchen event.
Yes, that was so much fun.
What was your favorite project here?
You know, I think the sparkle, the little recipe holder. I just thought that was so cute. And in fact, I've got a little girl that's sitting waiting to go for. I'm going to put a recipe in it for her, and then I'm going to send it to her for her birthday.
How fun! I love that.
And she loves to cook with her mama.
Isn't it just so fun to see it how it all comes together too? You're like, wow. Look at that. Look what I did.
Yeah, and the towel hangs on my refrigerator.
I love it.
And I love the way that hangs. That is so nice.
Yes.
And Bailey doesn't know, but the little the mug rug is going to come to her for her birthday, so she can have it for her birthday.
I love it.
So I've been saving that. And then the Kimberbell calendars, I made those.
Let's take a look at that. Yeah,
this is
from Winter Wonderland, right?
I think so.
I believe it's Winter Wonderland. So you gave one to each of the kids.
Yes, and then I
Aw.
also sent one to Florida for my good friend Kathleen.
Ah.
Kathleen. And I sent it to her grandchildren, her daughter in
Nice.
Florida,
Yeah.
because they're
So-
a nice group of kids.
So what are you going to put inside the pocket?
I sent the little Hershey bars
Uh-huh.
and Hershey Kisses.
Perfect.
So I sent those. Now,
Uh-huh.
for my grandkids, I was able to stuff them, but
Mm-hmm.
for to send to Florida, I just
Yeah.
sent the bag
Oh yeah. Or else you would have melty chocolate
all over the advent calendar.
Exactly.
So I sent those last
Those
year.
are so cute, and
They were
especially with the
fun.
lights and
They
everything.
were a lot of fun.
Then I see that you took summer nights.
Yes, did my summer nights.
That's a fun one, isn't it?
Yes. In fact, the stash bag went to the sister that's going to get the cookbook.
Uh-huh.
The mug rug is going to go to Bailey also, and so will the bag. It already got the Kimberbell
Uh-huh.
sticks in it.
Yeah.
And then
the
I'll put
roasting
all
sticks.
the stuff in it, and I'll of course add stuff to it, and that's going to go to Bailey because
Oh
she
my gosh.
loves s'mores.
Oh,
She
perfect.
loves it. And they have a little fire pit out back, and so she can do her s'mores and have her bag.
I love it.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so fun. That was a great
That
event.
was so much fun.
Mhm.
Oh,
I
that was
loved
so
it.
much fun. I loved the glitter
Mhm.
that just
Mhm.
looked like chocolate.
It
I
did.
just loved it.
It did, exactly. And then you've done some of the fill in the blanks. Here we go
Yep.
with
The
the
fill in the
bunny
blanks.
basket.
Oh,
Were you
so much
amazed at
fun.
how that went together?
I was watching you, and it was like, okay, just
Just-
hush
just-
and watch.
Right.
Watch the
Trust the
magic.
process.
Watch the magic happen,
Mhm.
and it happened.
And it happened.
Yes, and I made one for, of course, Bailey. Matt's too old for that, but he has a cousin on
Mhm.
his daddy's side,
Mm-hmm.
and he loves dinosaurs. So I put on one of that, for Max.
How sweet.
and he carries it around with his toys when he goes to his grandma's house.
See, you're
His
so
other grandma's
sweet.
house.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
I
yeah.
love doing that.
Yeah, right.
You know, I mean, I can't keep everything, and
Right.
when I see something, somebody comes to my mind,
Yeah.
and then as I make it, I think over it, and think about that person.
Mm-hmm.
And my grandkids, you know, I pray that they're going to have a wonderful life. And my friends that I make things for, it's just, yes, you know, my son is, Mom, you realize you can buy blankets at Target for $10.
Yeah, you're like, I know, but
But
mm-hmm.
it's all the love that
Mhm.
goes into it.
Absolutely.
It's the love.
Absolutely. 100%.
That's what it's
100%.
about.
Yes.
So-
Let's see. Here's another one of you and Bailey.
no, actually,
No,
that
who's this?
is Sienna.
Sienna.
My husband, when he worked at MID,
Okay.
his boss, in fact, his boss used to live down the street from us and was in high school with my son.
Oh.
That's his daughter, and she took the first, I don't know if it was the first kids class.
Mhm.
Anyway, she came to the house and she took your kids class.
Yay.
And that's Sienna.
I
And that
love
was the last class.
I
And
love
made
that.
I'd made her the basket and filled it with tools for her so she could go home. And her mom went and bought her sewing machine. And there she is. There she is sitting there taking the class.
Look at that smile on her face.
Oh, she had so much fun.
Yes.
It was when the young lady taught. It was right before Kyle started.
Uh-huh.
I forget the young lady's
Oh,
name.
Ashley.
Yes.
Uh-huh. Yep. Yep.
And she took the class. And what we've discovered that was better, she would watch the class at her house
Uh-huh.
and Tuesday. And then on Thursday, she'd come over and we do the class
Oh,
where
I
we
like
could
that.
start and stop.
Mm-hmm.
That worked out so
That
much
worked out
better.
a lot better.
It
That's
was
a
less
great
stress.
idea. Yeah.
Less stress.
Yeah, for sure.
She didn't
Absolutely.
feel like she was under the gun.
Exactly. I like that a lot.
Yeah.
Here's a picture of you and your grandson,
That's
right?
the
That's a
That's
t-shirt
the t-shirt. We
quilt.
just took that picture the other day.
I love
Because
it.
I don't know where I have one when I gave it to him, but I mean,
Look
2015.
at that smile. Oh, it's
that's-
priceless.
Yeah, so that's his quilt.
That's really, really fun. So you like to embroider a lot.
Yes.
And I'm looking at some of these pictures, and I think some of the ways that you've used machine embroidery has been really interesting. Some of
thank
these
you.
things I have not seen before. So let's take a look at a few examples here. First of all, we've seen embroidery on cards, but your cards are beautiful.
Oh, thank you.
Beautiful.
They are fun.
What are you stitching on top of?
That is
Is it felt?
no, it's Kim. I wish you were here. Peltec. I think it's Peltec.
Well, there's Peltex, yes.
I think that's what it is.
Okay.
It's like a soft spongy, but it's stiff too.
I can't think of what it is. Okay.
It comes in a roll. It's white, and you cut it, and you.
I love the way how the embroidery sits on top of that.
Yes, it is just so much fun, and you can use pretty much any design. That stuff just holds up like crazy. I mean, as you can see, that's a pretty dense.
That is a pretty dense design.
Yeah.
So the fact that you were able to do that is
they're
pretty
so
cool.
much fun.
Yeah.
Oh, they're so much fun.
I love it. And then here's another picture where you sewed on, or you embroidered on placemats. These are ready-made placemats that you just picked up from Walmart.
Yes.
Okay, look at that, everyone.
Yeah.
So that's a really fun way to say, you know what, I can personalize this, make it my own.
And I sent it to her, and it matched her. It's the little girls that I'm going to send the cookbook, and already sent the stash bag. That's their mother. I did daycare in home for 8.5 years.
Oh, wow.
And she's now grown, has her own children, and she lives in Virginia. And so I did that to match her home. And I sent them to her. I believe it was for Christmas.
I love that. Yeah, that's really, really pretty.
And very easy.
Yeah.
It was very easy.
Right. Okay, so let's take a look at, this was another one that I found very interesting. I loved it. It was a rope bowl.
A rope bowl.
And so I'm assuming you made the rope bowl.
Yes.
Correct? Okay.
Yes. Oh, yes,
I'm
ma'am.
like, no, I don't think you could get that underneath there.
No.
But,
yeah. You start, and you just start taking out with a zigzag, and you just roll it, and you get it about that big, just enough for your design. You then put that part in the hoop, just leave the other strand, and then you take it out of the embroidery machine. I would imagine you're
floating that on the hoop, right?
Yes, yes. And then you just pull it off, and then just continue the rope bowl. And
what a fun
that was very fun
to do that.
I've been wanting to do more.
In fact, we are actually we have a 3 at 3 coming up here in the next couple of weeks.
Fun.
That's going to be on rope bowls.
Oh, they're so much fun, and you can do so much with them. And there's all kinds of different colors. It's clothesline rope.
That's all it is. I know.
Home Depot.
So, yeah. Walmart.
It's Target.
It's very cheap, and it looks very impressive.
Yes, it is. I had
but
fun.
I've never thought to do an embroidery design on that. So I love that.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun. That was a class I took at our local quilt store in Fresno.
Wonderful. I love that.
Yeah, Barbie 911 taught the class.
Barbie 911. Is that what she calls herself?
Oh, that's what we call
That's what you call her.
I'm telling you.
I love it.
Yes.
It's nice to have one of those in your life, isn't it?
She is wonderful, very patient, and so much fun.
I love it. And then, of course, you've made your own quilt blocks and embroidered. That's beautiful.
That was Anita Good Design. That was a work of love, Kathleen. And I gave that to my girlfriend. We worked together for years and years. We know that for a long time. And yeah, that was her Christmas.
Wow. That is pretty impressive. And
she loves wild animals.
It's perfect then for her.
Yeah, she loves them, and she has elephants. So yeah, it goes with her room.
Do you have a favorite way you like to stabilize your quilt blocks when doing embroidery?
I love to float it. I love to do that. That is, I think, because it doesn't stretch, but that's not always a way you can do that either. So that's why I belong to the stabilizer lab. That's why I belong. And I've learned, if you wear it, don't tear it.
Exactly. Yeah.
Really. Yeah.
Yep. If you wear it, don't tear it.
Yeah.
So obviously I've not seen it up close, but to me, it looks like a pretty perfect block of no puckers.
There was a couple of them that gave me troubles, but and again, this you don't even know this because we haven't talked even about this quilt.
Yeah,
I found the Kimberbell backing.
It's wonderful, isn't it?
Oh, if I hadn't, those I mean, because those took hours to stitch out each one.
Yeah,
I would have redone a couple of them, but they weren't bad.
Yeah,
but that stuff just sticks on there. It does not pucker.
Makes a huge difference.
Huge difference. I went through I don't know how many rolls already.
Yeah, yeah, and it's worth it.
Highly recommend it.
It's worth
Highly
it.
recommend it.
Yeah,
I was using another kind, and it came in a kit before they even had come out with it to be. man, I really like this stuff. So I
Mhm.
wrote it on a piece of paper where I call my brains by my computer
Oh
in my
yeah.
sewing room.
Oh yeah.
And then they came out with it.
Yes.
And as soon as they
Yes.
did, I dug
Like,
that out. And I
okay.
went, okay, this
That's
is what I want.
what.
Oh, that stuff is great. And
It
it really
is.
does help with the
It
puckering.
does. It does.
Really highly recommend that.
Yeah, definitely. And then one final picture. This, I thought that was so cute.
That was one of the wall hangings
for
I
the
made
kids.
for the kids.
Oh my goodness.
School's out.
Oh my goodness. I bet you have so much fun, like looking at different designs and things that you want to, you know, give a try.
Oh, there's so many things. I hope God leaves me here long enough to finish them all. And I probably still won't finish them all.
That's right. I know.
But I do.
Exactly.
I really, really do enjoy
it.
And it's something I never, ever dreamed. John will come in there and I'll be ironing and singing into my phone. He'll just stand there and I'll go, I never would have dreamed this.
Really?
No, because I just wanted nothing to do with sewing. Didn't own an iron. No interest whatsoever.
Wow. And look at you now.
And I just
spending most of your day in the sewing room.
Yes. You know, and like I said, that's why I like the table toppers, because I'm doing both, because I'm getting fairly decent with in the hoop. And so I want to get my sewing, my 1/4 inch and my cutting. That is a big deal for me. And perfect that. And between the two of them, I think I'll do pretty good in the coming years.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah,
I have no doubt.
There isn't a day that goes by that I don't learn something.
Yeah.
Like that Kimberbell tack, where you take the thumbtack.
Yeah.
I use that all the time.
All my life, right?
Yes, I use that all the time now.
Really?
That is just and I mean, who doesn't have thumbtacks in their house?
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's great. There's a lot of stuff. A lot of stuff.
That's what keeps our brains sharp, though.
Yes.
Is to always keep learning, keep trying new things. Never feel like you're too old to learn something.
Oh no!
And just keep playing with
and
learning
what you enjoy. And listening.
Yeah,
I listen to tutorials all the time. You know, if we're in the car and we're going to Fresno, and you know, John and I are perfectly content with some quiet time between trips. I'll sit there and listen to a tutorial. Yeah. And if I take even a teeny thing away, that's something I didn't know yesterday. And knowledge is something that never can be taken from you.
Absolutely. So what questions do we have out here for Colleen? Let's see. All right, Jen, Kimberbell backing. I'm trying to search on it. Not sure I have a full name. Your projects are wonderful. What a beautiful quilt.
Thank you.
Nice. It is
Kimberbell
fusible backing.
Yes.
Allison, could you do me a favor and put a link up here? I'm not sure if we've got someone watching who can give a link to the Kimberbell fusible backing. Thanks. Okay. Fusible backing.
Yes. Green label.
Yeah, it's a green label. It's it's wonderful. We love it. So, yep, Christina will put that link on here in just a minute. Alice said she just learned about the thumbtack tip today.
Yes. It is.
Yeah.
And it just helps so much. Just remember to remove the thumbtack.
Yeah.
Don't ask me how I know.
Yeah, exactly. Let's see. What's the thumbtack? Okay, we'll talk about that in a minute. Yeah. How about, does she have her machine with her in the RV?
Not this trip.
Oh.
I came that close, but I wanted this to be memories for Matt.
Awesome.
And sometimes I can get in there and it's just, I mean, the time, and this is about making a memory for Matt. Because that is something.
See, she's such a good grandma.
That never, I mean, that's when I'm gone, that's what he's going to have. Yes, he'll have the wall hangings and whatever, and the quilts, but the memories.
Oh, yeah. Are you playing lots of games?
Yes.
What are you doing?
Our daughter bought us a game, and it's called I Should Have Known That. And it's a card, and you've got like 4 questions on it, and you can pick one, and you ask, you know, it's their turn. The question, and then they have to guess. And we have learned so much stuff. I can't think of any right now, but we've had a blast doing that. I
love that. I have not seen that. I should have known that.
Yeah, I should have known that. It's just a box with some cards. Very easy. You don't even have to keep score if you don't want to, but we did the first time, you know, we played. And then we'll do that in the car. Done a lot of sightseeing. And we actually did not get TV capability until last night.
Really?
We've been without TV and just having fun. He He is so funny. He's got such a wit about himself.
But see, that's what you find out when you put away the other stuff.
That's right. So that's why I didn't. Now we are going to a horse camp for about a week. My husband will ride his horse, and I am taking my sewing machine then.
Yeah.
And I'll be making I'm just going to take my straight stitch.
Sure.
And I'm going to work on a quilt.
Yeah.
Or two.
How fun. Laurel wants to know what type of stabilizer you used on your gorgeous placements.
I believe that was the sticky, the tearaway.
Okay. Yep. That would seem right.
You just float them.
Because you're not going to hoop that.
No.
You're going to float it. So you're going to use this like a sticky back tearaway.
Yeah. Perfect. And it works out perfect. Those are really nice placemats to work with. Didn't have any trouble with them.
Definitely. Okay. Several people want to know the thumbtack tip.
Oh my goodness. You explain that.
Oh, no. Well, it basically has to do with multi-hooping.
Right. Or if you're lining up something or multi-hooping, you take your thumbtack and you put it up.
Yep.
The pony down, but the pony side is up, and then like if you're a little corner. In fact, I use it on my my table topper, my cuties. If you're needing, when I'm trying to match everything up, okay. I'll even use it there because, like I said, I'm still trying to learn that. Yeah. But and then you take the other that you're matching, your corner to corner, and you put it through, and then once they're all there, you tape it, and then you remove the thumbtacks, and then everything matches up just beautifully.
We do that.
Might be simplified.
No, that's perfect.
Okay.
That's perfect. So, we do the same thing, like something very similar when it comes to sewing, and we're trying to get seams that are a little like, whether they're at an angle or whatever it might be that we're trying to do. If we want to get those seams absolutely perfectly lined up, and I'm talking about sewing right now, we'll take that same kind of principle. We'll put the straight pin through the seam on one side and a straight pin on the other one through the seam. And then that's way it's going to be absolutely perfect. Same principle. So you're just having it go through both seams, especially when it's at an angle. That's the toughest ones to match up. We often get very confused when it comes to doing angled seams.
Right.
So the same goes for the thumbtack trick with machine embroidery.
And your hoop has got that little edge. When you're doing that and you're trying to, so you don't push it out of the hoop, I use my Kimberbell scissor box and lay it on there.
Okay.
Because you're usually Kimberbell, it's usually doing your 5x7 and your 6x10. Sure. And it fits there, and that way I don't worry about pushing my stuff out of my hoop. Oh. So it kind of secures it. Okay. I use that all the time.
Well, there you go. I hadn't thought about that. That's a good idea. And then your hoop's not going to pop out.
Right.
Which is never a good thing.
No, it's not a good thing. It's happened a time or two, but I really like that.
Do you know what I call that? Do you remember pooping?
Yes.
Poop in the hoop.
Poop in the hoop, yes.
Don't poop the hoop. It's not a good thing. It's not a good thing. No, it's terrible. Thank you, Allison. She put a link to the fusible backing right there. So
stuff is
just scroll through and you'll be able to find it right there. So
and
fusible
it irons
backing.
Down so nicely. You don't have to it's just wonderful.
Absolutely.
It's one of my favorite Kimberbell.
Yeah. Lynn said, your projects are all just beautiful. So nice to meet another girlfriend. You have such a kind heart.
Oh, well, thank you.
I totally agree. Completely agree. All right. Let's see. What else do we have? A lot of you are asking about the thumbtacks. That's awesome. Okay, there we go, Janet. Okay.
Yes, that would be a really good one.
She says we need a 3 at 3 on the thumbtack trick. We can do that.
It's really easy, and it is. It's just. It was like, oh wow. I'm trying to remember which one I learned, because actually the thumbtacks came in the Kimberbell kit. I want to say it was the Winter Wonderland. Oh. I want to say that's the one that actually came in the kit. And
wow, still my summer. There you go.
Yeah, because they were gold and they were a little longer, because of the batting and everything.
Nice. Okay. Yep. You were saying that technique works like a charm.
It does.
Connie hopes to meet you at Tug.
Yes. Looking forward to it.
Definitely. Yep. Laurel, you got it. Poop the hoop.
Yes.
Don't poop the hoop. Let's see. What else do we have? Tacks work great for making circles too. Hadn't thought about that. I'm trying to think of how that works. If I'm reading this correctly, if I'm thinking about this correctly, maybe she's talking about maybe if you tie a string around a tack and then you
Could. I'm
I
not
don't
sure.
know. That would be interesting to find out.
Yeah.
Pam, I might have to have you on at 3 at 3
Yeah.
and you can show us.
Yeah.
I'm trying to see what exactly that means, but it sounds intriguing.
I don't know if she was trying to line them up. I don't know.
Chantel said it probably was the Winter Wonderland because that's where she learned the tack
Okay,
tip.
then it was.
So there you go.
Yeah, and that's what I remember.
All right. Okay. Yeah, you do have there is the quick trim ruler and circle, or quick trim and circle ruler that also can do circles, but I'm still trying to figure out the tack. So, but, yeah, I can't wait to hear more about that. Okay, if that's what it is, Betty Jo, I think that's what I was kind of thinking. I tie a pencil to a string, put the tack in the center of my project, pull the string tight, and draw the circle.
Oh, okay.
So that's kind of where I was going in my mind. But
draw a circle.
Then you kind of second guess yourself, like, am I thinking of this correctly? So, all right. Let's see. Oh, thank you, Judy. See, they all know. On the acrylic tables, you put a tack in one of the holes. You can rotate the fabric to create a circle.
Okay, yeah.
Awesome. That sounds like fun. Okay, let's see. Can you guys hear Costa?
Yeah, he's in the house.
He's in the house.
Yes, he's in the house.
Oh my goodness. Hey, Barb. Can you ask him just a little? That's okay. That's okay. Do you want to come say hi? Do you want? He's so funny.
Wow.
He's so cute.
He's caffeine on crack.
Yep.
He is.
That's right. So cute.
Man.
All right.
High energy man.
High energy for sure. In fact, you all have to look at on our Facebook page. We have a Caption This contest.
I saw that this morning. I did. And some of the captions were great.
Oh my goodness. Yes. I've been reading them today, just laughing. It's so funny. So anyway, yeah. Yeah, like a compass, Debbie. Yeah. That's right. That's right. Oh my goodness. It has been so much fun having you.
Thank you. This has been a very, very wonderful experience. Just wonderful.
Thank you.
No, thank you.
Oh my goodness.
Thank you.
How did you discover My Girlfriend's Quilt Shop?
Well, it wasn't by chance, as we discussed with Carolisa. Mm-hmm. It was COVID, and I was scrolling through looking for stuff, and it just was there, and I was hooked from that moment on. It was just like getting a hug, because we weren't able to go to our quilt groups and get hugs anymore, and it was just wonderful, and I've been an avid fan ever since. Yeah, and taking events, and it's like having coffee with a girlfriend. Yeah, yeah. I got here and we have not stopped talking. No. We have not stopped talking, and then it hasn't all been sewing either. Yeah, no. It's just been life. It's about life. Yes, absolutely. I love that. I love that. So, Colleen, how I always like to end these conversations is by asking our guests, what life advice has served you well over your life? I don't know if it has served me well, but I found it late in life, but I give it to all my young lady friends, all my friends. And it also applies to men. Take time for yourself. You were you before you were a mom, a daughter, a friend, a brother. You were you. So don't forget to cultivate you. I love that. You need to cultivate you, because if you keep you, you're able to give back. And sometimes we as women especially, sorry, Larry, forget that we were us before we were anything else. Right. And you don't want to lose you, because you are what makes you you. And also, always be kind. I know that's something I have to remind myself about. Always be kind, because that will be remembered. Absolutely. So
100%. Thank you. Oh.
Oh, what a dream come true.
No,
It has
so
been. It's
sweet
just
for you to be here.
It's wonderful.
And tell them all where we're heading next.
I'm going to go see Kimberbell. I'm so excited.
Yay!
I'm so excited.
Oh, everyone said great advice, and Marie.
Thank you.
Marie really likes your explanation too.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
Yep. And Larry said he totally agrees with you, and we have to care for ourselves
Yes.
too.
Yeah. Because you can't lose the caregiver, because the caregiver is the one that usually goes first. So you have to care for yourself.
Yeah.
Care for yourself.
Yeah, absolutely.
You are important.
Absolutely.
Remember that, Kachina.
There you go.
That's my daughter.
Oh, I love that. I love that. It's so good to read all of your comments, and please, by all means, chime in and share something special that you learned today with Colleen from her, because I would love for her to be able to go back and read those sweet things, because you know what, we always need that little bit of a boost,
Yeah. And have you ever read that to our three ladies?
I don't know if I have.
That is wonderful. I saw that.
Let's end today with reading it, shall we? Let me pull my
That
computer. Well, thank you.
That is just wonderful.
Okay, let's see. If I don't know.
The best kind of friendships are fierce lady friendships, where you aggressively believe in each other, defend each other, and think the other deserves the world. That is just, I read that and I was like, oh, that says everything.
Yeah.
That says everything.
True.
If we all could live by that, oh, what a wonderful world this would be.
I totally agree.
Thank you.
You are welcome. Thank you, everyone. We hope you have a wonderful rest of your weekend. Thanks for being with us today.
Yes,
it's been a lot of fun. And I guess I'll see you on Monday. Safe travels, my friend.
Thank you.
Yeah, safe travels.
And see you all in September.
Yes.